So you're about to change your tire on your vehicle. I'm going to show you a few things that you should inspect before you put your tires back on so you don't end up breaking down and be stuck on the side of the road. You are going to look at your brake and your roller. Make sure they're not wavy or full of rust. Make sure that they wear evenly on each side. If they're not, that indicates something's wrong with the caliper itself. Next thing, you're going to look at the thickness of your pad. So now I know that with the thickness of those pads, I'm good for another season. The rotor seems good. Next thing you're going to do, you're going to grab your tie rod, and you're going to go up and down with it. Make sure you don't have play in here. If the vehicle's on the floor and you have help with somebody else, before you take your wheels off, you can make them move the wheel side to side, and then you can also see if there's play in here. We're going to look at our link, make sure that the bushings are okay in here. It's normal to have a little gap like that when the vehicle is raised up, but you want to make sure that those bushing here, they're not wet or crack or nothing like that. Same, you're looking at the other bushing on each side for all of your arm here. We're going to look at the shock absorber. Is it oily? If there's no oil on it or greasy, then it's still good. If it would be oily, it would mean that your shock is leaking right now. Before we lift the truck, we shake the tire up and down by grabbing the top and bottom. I'll show you that in a second, but that will show you to see if your ball joints, the upper and lower one, are still good. Check your tire rod, and if you're by yourself, you can shake your tire side to side like this. If you don't feel any play or any clunk, you're good to go. Check your upper and lower ball joint. You're going to put one end at the top here, one end at the bottom, and then you're going to move like this. Same thing. You don't want to feel any clicking or any movement. Of course, you're going to have the flex of your rubber for your tire, but that's the only thing you want to feel. And we're going to look, this is a 4-wheel drive. If you have a 2-wheel drive, you won't have this bar here as a CV joint. So you're going to shake this. It's normal to have play in and out like this. It's not normal to have play up and down. So the only play I have is just sideways, so we're good here. You're going to look at your brake line, make sure it's not wet or crack as well. Your ABS sensor is good. Now, we don't see any oil around the engine or transfer case or anything like this, nothing obvious. You can look at your drive shaft and your exhaust, make sure that it's still up good, and then nothing's falling off. In the back of your pickup truck, what you're going to inspect again, your brake lining thickness, back and forth. You gotta look at your sway bar bushings, brake line again, coil spring to make sure it's not rotting off, shock absorber again, and then all of those torque rod or guiding bars there for your suspension, the bushings. And you want to make sure nothing get bent or damaged. And then same with that torque rod in between your axle here. This is actually to adjust your cam. So you're going to want to look at that. And then it's always a good thing too for checking your spare tire air pressure. And for the sway bar here, the bushing in here, it's important too. You see that's a folder truck that this is going to be all wear down, so the suspension is going to be pretty loose on their truck. So yeah, keeping that in top shape costs almost nothing if you catch it in good time, and it'll save you some money. Those quick checks just take you a minute per wheel, and you know, it can save you a tow bill, be stuck on the side of the road, or unexpected repair. If you see anything here, you might be able to, if it's not too bad yet, you might be able to save some money, put some aside, and be able to do it on your own time and your own term, not because the truck is broken down on the side of the road and you have to do it right now. Alright, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.